Just looking at his profit loss.
Okay, so in this video, we're going to be doing an MT4 review. This is part 2 of the free Quick Start Guide to Forex course. So we're going to break this MT4 down so it makes a little bit of sense to someone that doesn't know what it is or how to navigate. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go right to the App Store. If you didn't see or hear my last video about why we want to have that app on our phone, more than maybe on the computer, is because we want to make money on using our phone. We can do another video in regards to downloading it and navigating it on the computer, which is a separate thing. So look up MT4 on your app store. You can press MT4 or MT4 Trader. It doesn't matter. What we're going to see though, and this is what does matter, MT5. So MetaTrader 5 is another app that we're not going to download. It's basically the same app, but it's just an updated version. I personally don't trade it. I know a lot of people that don't trade it, so I'm not going to speak on it. What we're going to do though is we're going to go to MetaTrader 4, and that's the app you're going to download. Of course, mine is already downloaded, so it's just going to open. So the minute you download it and open it up, it's going to look a little bit different. But long story short, you're going to have quotes here. Not as many as I do because this is not a new account. So we're going to go ahead and do that though. And honestly, you're going to do that too. So you're going to follow along. Whatever's on that page is totally fine. We're going to go ahead and open up another account so we're all on the same page and you have an idea of what's going on and how to set up another demo account. So that way you can, you can make as many as you want really. What we're going to do is you're going to go to the bottom right corner, okay? And you're going to press the settings icon. But the biggest thing you're going to do is you're going to go to your top here. As you can see, this is my account. You're probably going to see some demo account. I think it's like map quotes or something. I don't know. Go ahead and press that arrow though. And what it's going to allow you to do is see the current account that you're on. We're going to go ahead and hit the plus button and open a demo account. This is where you would open a demo. This is where you would actually log in. If you had a real account, you would make your real account on the computer and log in, this way. But we're not going to do that. We're going to open a demo account. So we're going to open a demo account. You're going to see meta quotes demo. That's fine. That's not what we're going to use. We're going to tap the top search bar, enter company or server name, and we're going to type in Hugo's Way, Hugo. And the minute you type that in, you're going to see Hugo's Way demo 3. You're going to see information. My stuff is already in there because I've always had a bunch of demo accounts. But go ahead and put your information in there. You don't necessarily need real information. Like, as you can see, my phone number is like jumbled up, and my Gmail may be real at the time, but it doesn't matter. You can put whatever you want. All you need to worry about is your deposits down here. You can do to whatever you desire. 50,000 is cool, and then leverage, keep it at 1 to 500. That's something we'll talk about or save for another time. And all you're gonna do is hit register. The minute you do that, you're going to see this clipboard. It's going to say copy to clipboard. Like I said, you don't need this information because you can just open up another demo account. If you lose this one, just open up another one. It's just for practice. So you don't need to copy it. You don't need to screenshot it. Just hit done. And the minute you hit done, you're going to see your quotes. So these are all the pairs that you can trade. And there's a lot more that we just didn't add. It's not going to give them to you by default. So what you want to do, though, is you want to go to the top left, and that's going to be your pencil icon. That's going to allow you to move the currencies up and down the list. Maybe you want one, up here. So when you open it, this is what you want to see first. But you can also press them and delete them. So we're going to delete the bottom two at the top right, that trash can. And what you want to do is press the pencil again. And now you're back to the quotes page normally. The top, you're going to see advanced and you're going to see simple. So yours may look like this, right? Not a big deal. Don't worry about this right now. Whatever one you want is fine right now. It's not going to make a difference. I wouldn't really focus on as much as the spreads and stuff like that right now, this moment. You just need to focus on getting used to just, trading and getting familiar with the app. You know what I mean? So simple or advanced, not a big deal. Choose what you need to choose. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to a pair. So I could tap the pair, right? And this will show up. I'll see trade, chart, and details. The two things you need to be worried about is trade and chart. If you press details, this is what you'll get. Nothing that's gonna make sense to you. Honestly, it won't make any sense to you. So this is just data, so you can see the details of the pair, but you don't need that to trade. What you need is the trade and the chart. So let's go to the chart first. When we hit chart, it's gonna take us right to it. immediately your chart is not going to look like this. I guarantee you that. It already has mine set up to black, and you're going to probably have an RSI down here, which I'll show you guys really quick. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hold like the graph down here, the green one, just hold it down. You'll see a X in the right lower side of the screen. You're going to hit the X, and that's going to go away. So that's going to solve your first problem. Now we have more space to see, but this is why we have TradingView. TradingView is a little bit better for us visually. When you get better, you can kind of discern a little bit on here. I'm not gonna lie, you can make it happen on here. It's not a big deal, but for me, it's just nice to have a clean look and also just a place where I can execute trades. You know what I mean? So long story short, it's gonna look a little different. Okay. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna go to the bottom right. You're gonna go back to the settings, and this is what's gonna allow you to change your charts. And I'm gonna put a picture or PDF in the description of what my charts look like so you can copy them. They're easy to read. They just make sense. And honestly, right now, you don't need to be focused on that. You just need to have the charts looking the way they need to look, adequate enough so you could start learning. Let's go back to the chart. Now we're back on the chart. As you can see, when we were at the quotes page, we went to a pair and hit chart, and it took us to the chart icon, which is the second icon that I'm going to be describing to you. So the biggest thing you need to worry about is your time frames and where price is. So price is literally where, once you get your charts to where they look like mine, your price is where the gray line is. Okay. Now the red one is where this is the spread gap. Okay. So that's all I'm going to kind of describe to you on that end. The other thing you need to worry about is the top left is your time frame. Okay. Right now we're on minute 5, which means every one of these candles, okay, is 5 minutes long. And what I mean by a candle is these pieces right here. You see how they close? They have these little wicks at them. They look like candles. Every 5 minutes, a new one opens up. That's because we're on that time frame. Now, if we want to move to a higher time frame, let's say we do H4, which is 4 hour, you're going to see the same, you're going to see a lot more data, and they're going to be more. It's going to look a little bit different because these candles now are 4 hours. Okay, they open and close within that 4 hours. So they open every 4 hours. And that's going to give you more data. So that's just something really quick to understand so you can kind of get what that number is up there. And when you change it, you'll see the data change. You'll kind of zoom in and zoom out depending on what time frame you're on. The higher the time frame, the more zoomed out you are in the market. And sometimes you need to be zoomed out. Sometimes you need to be zoomed in. So understand the time frames, fool with it. This is going to help you place trades and be able to take trades. So it's something you need to know. Now, when you do place a trade, which is actually going to be our next video, I'm really going to show you how to place trades, how to place your stop loss, how to place your take profit so you can start seeing some results, right? What you want to do what we're going to do in this video is just understand what the trade panel means. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So go to the middle icon, trade, at the bottom, and you're going to see this panel here. You're going to see your balance at the top. You're going to see your equity at the second, and then the margin, and the free margin, and the margin level percent. The things you really need to focus on is a balance. Whatever you put in your account in this demo per se, I put 50,000. So you're going to see that in your balance. This is for demo accounts. If you had a real account, this is how much you would have in that account. Right now, we have the demo account at 50,000. So that's what it's showing me for the balance, right? Equity is what's happening. Nothing's happening right now. If we're down $1,000 in a trade, the equity would reflect that. So it would be 49,000. If we were up 10,000, the equity would be 60,000. And this number will float around as you're in the trade. So once you close it, whatever you close with becomes your new balance. So the balance won't change until you close the trade, whether that's in a loss or a win. And your margin essentially is how much it costs to put the trade on. That's kind of how I explain it. That's all you really need to know about the MT4 trade screen section, the balance, equity, and things like that. Now your history is simply going to be what trades you've placed and closed, wins, losses, so you can see, what's going on and what's happened. And so that's that for the history. Of course, you can go back weekly, monthly, or a custom date. And that brings us back to the setting. So literally, that's simply the abridged version of the MT4 overview. That's going to be the end of part 2 of this course. Part 3 is going to be how to place trades in MT4, how to place your stop loss, how to place your take profit so you can start seeing some results. So go ahead and click that video right there. That's going to be part 3 of the Quick Start Guide. See you on the next one.